All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Tuesday. Starting a little earlier than normal because I missed Monday. That's right. Wasn't able to be live on Monday as I had a late meeting and then we all went to dinner and it all turned into a longer night. So I missed the run that we had yesterday. This big green bar over here, that would have been right while we were live yesterday and I missed that run. But hey, you know what? We're right where we were. So I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything. Hey, there's a big trade secret out there. There's a big secret about Dogecoin. There's some other secrets too. We're going to get to that in a little bit. The secrets, and particularly the Dogecoin one, because it's a good one. You're going to like it. Some of you are going to go, really? We're going to wait for that, but it's going to be good. We got a big secret coming. So what's going on? What's going on? Hey, look, this was my line, right? This is what I had. I said, we break 18.8. It's on to 20 cents. And boy, last night we were getting up there. This morning, a little closer. And that means the next move up, 20-cent Doge. Who could have thought it would happen in the summertime? What happened to sell in May go away, even in the stock market too. I mean, the stocks were kind of mixed today. There was some up, some down. There was one big one that was up though. Do you believe Megal? Were you guys in Megal? Did you listen to me when I said buy Megal for under $1.30? Did you listen? Megal. I mean, I know we talk mostly about Dogecoin and crypto here, but every once in a while there's a stock that you just gotta wonder, like, what the heck is going on? And this doesn't even tell the whole story here, because Megal was just way down here, like $1.25, $1.20, and I was like, you buy anything under $1.30, you never know what's going to happen, right? You never know what's going to happen. I woke up this morning and I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, it says Megal, $3.24. And I'm like, wait, what? I wasn't totally awake yet. And I was like, wait, what? $3? What? $3? What? $3? Pre-market, $3. And I was just like, wait. Oh shit. I gotta sell. It was all of a sudden, it was like, I gotta sell. Now, you're looking at this and it's saying $1.93 and you're saying, well, Kriss, it only got up to $2.20. And I'm like, $2.20 during the trading hours. What this chart doesn't show is what happened between 4 o'clock yesterday and 9:30 this morning. This doesn't show that. And so you go to my X, which of course I posted from my Webull account. And this shows end of the day yesterday was $1.28, but at 7, what time did I post this? 7:23 a.m. The current price was $3.34. Pre-market up 160%. It was 160%. And I was just like, damn. So I sold all the Megal stock that I had, and I'll just wait for it to eventually go back down and buy it again. It's free money. Do you remember me saying that last month? I said, guys, this is free money. Anyway, so we did that. That's my secret, which I share with you guys. And the rest of the world can do whatever with it. I don't care. That was a lot of money this morning. That was a lot of money. So I sold for over $3. By the time market opened, it was at $2.15. And right now it's trading just below $2. I don't think this is going to hold. For anybody who's buying this Megal up here, just be careful because it's probably going to drop back down like it always does. It's just the way Megal trades. What is Megal? Magic Empire Global Limited. It's this shit Chinese stock. You look on Robinhood, it says they have 8 employees, and that's even questionable. Who knows? Who knows what it is? It's just, it is what it is, right? It's just, but I've made a lot of money off of Megal. And I don't put a whole lot into it because you never know. The whole thing could just get shut down. You just have no idea. But I made like $7,000 on it this morning. It was like $7,000, just free money. So we'll just wrap it around and do it again once it drops back down. So that's the Megal story for those who are interested or not interested. I don't know. Just it is what it is. So yeah, so Monday we had this big run from 18.7 for Dogecoin up to 19.6, drops back down to 18.9, up to 19.7, back to 18.9. Is 18.9 becoming the buy point? Is this going to be the new dip? We'll see. Hey, Davin. Hey, thanks. Not financial advice, exactly. I didn't tell you guys to buy Megal. I just said, I'm buying Megal. What the heck is this, right? Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. That was quite the thing this morning. Just waking up this morning and seeing the $3 Megal. I was like, whoa. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? All eyes on Doge. The Supreme Court just gave a golden key to Doge? I don't know what you mean. Comes in packages. You have to tell me what the Supreme Court did. I can atone by buying more Dogecoin. Well, I do have buying power again. I do have buying power. And I'll tell you what I'm doing with that. Guardian, how are you? Hey, Matt, how are you? Check your reply. Okay, I will look at that later. I will look at that. Let's go. I know this is really early, but I'm looking forward to your price prediction for 2026. I can't wait for that either, Matt. But yeah, we got a ways to go in 2025 and a lot of fun coming. And guess what? There's a trade secret. For those just coming in, there's a secret. It's a big trade secret coming. There's some on there's some on ETH, there's some on Solana, there's some on Bitcoin, but there's one big one on Dogecoin. A secret. Someone's got a secret. Trade secret. It's only going to be shared here. We're only going to share it here. DJ, how are you? Donnie, happy Tuesday. All is well. Sorry I missed the Monday stream. I hope you guys were having fun. Weren't here. Sonic, hey, thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I only sell above 40. We could be there. We could be there. How about some likes? 29 likes. Come on, we need 69. We need at least 69 likes here, guys. Get some other people coming in and join before I tell you the big secret. The big secret is coming. You guys are waiting. I can tell you're just like, what is this secret Kriss is talking about? I'll tell you. I will tell you. First, this is what I was looking for on Sunday. And I just wanted to repeat this because, I mean, Zero Degen Gambler liked it so much he reposted it as well. There's two things here. First, crypto isn't about getting rich. Well, it kind of is, but if you look at it from the point of view, like getting away from the banks, right? It's about escaping broken systems. Anyone with Wi-Fi and conviction can win here. No gatekeepers, no permission needed. Most won't get it until it's too late. If you're here now, you're early. Don't waste it. This is the message on crypto, right? It's like, don't let the banks and don't let just the whole bureaucracy of the world control your life. You have an opportunity here to take advantage, to take control of your own life. We're early. And about what's happening in crypto right now, here's what Zero says. You get one shot at the super cycle, one chance to turn life-changing capital from an idea into reality, not by chasing every pump, not by trading every chop, but by locking in, going deep, and sitting. That's right. If you're going to scalp these 5%, 10% little pumps, right, and think you are a god or goddess, like I've said, that's not how you make real money in crypto. How you make real money in crypto is you buy it on the dips and you just wait and you wait and you wait. You don't wait 1 week. You don't wait 1 month. No, we're talking years. It takes years. And I don't have years. I don't want to wait years. I want to make a 100x now. Well, you just hand your money over then and say so long, because that's what you'll most likely do, because you won't know what's the next fart coin or Pepe or anything like that, because it's a 1 in a million chance you're going to hit the next big stupid token. So what do? You buy something that you believe in, you trust in, and you wait and you wait. Here's what Zero says. FU money isn't made flipping every 5% move. It's made by having conviction when others have doubt, by finding that 1 or 2 bets that align with your vision, your research, your edge, and hold the line. Most people won't make it because they need constant action. They confuse motion with progress. They overtrade. They second guess, and they get shaken out over and over again. But the few who really make it, they sit through the boredom, through the drawdowns, through the noise. They sit with size, sit with patience, sit until the market catches up. This game rewards the focused, the obsessed, the patient. If you believe in what you hold, prove it, not by talking, by holding. This is your cycle. This is your cycle. Super cycle? Possibly. Matt says, hey, he's already looking for my 2026 price prediction video in a bear market. What if there is no bear market? What if now, with Bitcoin leading the way, cryptocurrency becomes more like gold and it just steadily keeps going up? And we don't have the huge drawdown in a bear market, which means you guys are here early now, buying on dips, having conviction, and being patient. And I know that's so boring, right? It's like you want to be in the action. You want this thing to go, but that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Now, the whole Megal thing, that's a small little corner of my portfolio that I have fun with because I need a little action too, right? And it's just one of those fun things that I do. But the real money, well, first it was buying the house, right? That was my big plan, right? And now what did it take? It took almost 2.5 years of being patient to achieve that. And now everything else that I have, and I continue to buy on dips, that's what it's about. Meanwhile, Trader Allen, he's like all over ETH right now. Today it was all about ETH. ETH may surge over 50%. The ETH BTC trading pair has broken out of a bull pennant. Similar surge could occur in ETH itself, potentially reaching $3,300. ETH BTC bottomed out in late April, took a surge in May, and now is breaking out of its bull pennant here in June. A lot of eyes on Ethereum right now. Is that the start of altcoin season? Do we have alt season starting right before our eyes as we speak? But Trader Allen's not done with ETH yet. No, he's like ETH. Look at ETH. So he's charting it from the April lows. First triangle, second triangle. Could we get into a third triangle here now and eventually break out above that as well? Very similar to what happened back in 2020. Very similar trading on ETH happened. Could we see that again? And not only is ETH moving right now, they see Doge is a little bit in the red, Bitcoin a little bit in the red over the past 24 hours, but ETH is up in the green and continues to push higher, and so does things like Optimism way up. We have Arbitrum way up. So the whole ETH ecosystem is doing well right now. Is it going to keep moving though, or is this a temporary thing? Somebody has a trade secret on that. We're talking about trade secrets. You guys want to know what the secrets are. What's the secret? Well, this is this article here. Cointelegraph does this magazine, and it's like trade secrets, trade secrets. What are their trade secrets? Crypto analysts share their tips on potential. What's the potential? Elon Musk? What? Elon Musk? With Dogecoin? Solana to hit $300? What about Bitcoin? What about ETH? Here is what someone is saying. Bag check. What do you want in your bag now? The bulls are saying you want Dogecoin and you want Solana right now. Bitcoin is topped out. ETH is topped out. You want Doge and Solana for the summer. Why? Dogecoin may pump now. Why would that happen? Elon Musk has more time on his hands. That's right. This is an analyst from Santiment. He says, Elon no longer working for the White House. He has time for more pro-Dogecoin antics, meaning we could have another price rally on the horizon. The fact that Musk and Trump are now fighting opens up the potential for Musk to return to his old crypto playbook. We know how Elon likes to repeat himself over and over again, right? He knows how much fun he had with Dogecoin. Could he do it again? Musk might turn back to Dogecoin to score a public win and restore some credibility. Elon. Yes, Elon. His actionable insight is for traders to monitor Dogecoin's social volume. If discussions around Doge remain low for a few more days, it could create the perfect setup for a pump should Musk decide to post about it. Could Elon just out of the blue do some crazy Dogecoin post? I wouldn't put it past him. Am I relying on it? No. Like I just said before, the big money is going to be long-term, right? You don't know when the pumps are going to happen. You don't know where crypto is going to go. If you believe, you buy, you hold. But Dogecoin has been closely tied to Elon Musk's antics over the years. Many tweets leading to sudden pumps. Dogecoin surged last November. Yes, it was following Trump's presidential election victory, but many attribute the whole thing about Doge around Elon Musk being appointed to lead the very conveniently named Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge. That's why Doge went crazy in November more than anything else, was because of Elon and Doge. Dogecoin has since lost much of Trump's post-election gains. Public opinion turned against the Doge agency. So with Dogecoin now trading in the 19s, what's going to happen? Is Elon going to do something crazy? You never know, right? You never know. Now, Solana could have a boost up to $300. Why would Solana do that? Right now, it's around 160, right? See what we got. Solana 163 right now. Why would Solana do that? Solana will be entering price discovery, pushing above $300. It's built for scale and retail. So is retail coming back? That's the question. The institutions have been having their fun, buying Bitcoin, lifting the whole market with it, but Bitcoin has been outperforming the market, as we see with Bitcoin dominance. But retail-driven use cases could be something that works on Solana beyond the stupid pump.fun tokens, which I think now most in crypto realize that was a big joke. It was just a big joke. The bears, Bitcoin, ETH. Bitcoin may head back to 88K before the next leg up. Could we see a retrace down for Bitcoin? Following these silly patterns, up and down patterns. We know they happen though, and it is the summertime. We could have some crazy news event that could cause a big retrace. Could Bitcoin get down below 100K, down to 90K, something like that? That could very well happen. We've seen it in summers in the past. So again, it's not just up only. There are pullbacks. I just made a bunch of money on Megal. I got like $9,000 or $10,000 sitting there now as buying power. Maybe I just wait for the dip. Wait for a bigger dip. Not 19.5 or whatever we have now, 19.3, but something bigger. Maybe. Maybe I'll wait for that bigger dip. This guy, John Glover, doesn't even say who he is. Who is this guy? Yeah, John Glover, fine, whoever. He says the Bitcoin pullback will be complete for the next upswing. It's a corrective move, finishing sometime mid to late summer. And then you get the impulsive wave higher, and you get up to 136,000 or more. In Ethereum, will it get to 3K? Nansen principal research analyst Arlie Barthet says ETH will probably top out below 3K. So this is what's coming for the markets. We've had some nice runs. There's some enthusiasm. We have the Elon Musk thing that may or may not happen. But so far, since the April lows, we're doing okay. Heading into the summer, it's not the sell in May, go away kind of thing, because the prices are higher now in June than they were in May. In some cases. So we could, yes, Isabella, we could have more pullbacks. But on that same front, we can have big pumps too. And for Dogecoin, hey, 21 million crypto says, hey, Doge is money, X is the everything app. What do you think? Elon, Tesla, Doge, X? As I said before, I'm not relying on Elon Musk for the price of Doge to pump, but it could happen. And how do you get ready for that? You buy on the dips and you be patient. And you be patient. So that's where I'm coming from right now. You're bullish on a rate cut, Blake? 99% of the people don't think it's happening in June. Another thing you have to wait for. CPI data coming out tomorrow. I think the CPI data will be fine. There's not going to be a big uptick in inflation. So my conspiracy theory brains are going haywire. Elon Trump, Palantir. Yeah, the whole Palantir thing. I'm like, the spying on all the citizens of the United States and have data on it. Nah, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Kyle, new member. Welcome, Kyle. How are you? John wants to see the heat maps. Sure, we got the heat maps ready. Guess what the heat maps point to? Dips. Dips. Here was the big run on Monday, took out a lot of shorts, more so on Dogecoin. We look at the Dogecoin heat map, and it's just like the Dogecoin one with that big run we had yesterday, just 24 hours ago, took out a ton of shorts. But look at all the longs down here. I don't know. This has a big target on it. Big target. Especially this one on Doge at 18.19. Big target. If we go back to Bitcoin, right below 105. Look at that, 104,500. $172 million. This just screams pullback to me. They took out these shorts. It's going to dump. Is that guaranteed? Nope. But it's just one of those things. You look at the heat map and you're just like, man, there's a lot of big, heavy money down here. And it's not that far. And I'm not talking going all the way down to 90K like that trade secret guy. I'm just saying 104.5. 104.5 right there. So I've got buying power now, thanks to my Megal stock call. I'm looking for a dip. But that's just me. If I miss out and it doesn't dip and it keeps going higher, hey, I'm okay. I just made free money on a Megal stock call. I'm good. 160%, just like that. Boom. Do I want more? Of course I want more. But I'm not buying at 19.3. In the future, one may look, oh, you could have bought at 19 cents. And I'm just like, I'm doing okay. I got a big bag of Doge. I'll get some more though. But I want to see this summer play out. And I think there's going to be a big dip somewhere along the way. It's happened many times. Bitcoin's at 109, going back down to 105. Could definitely happen. Especially with the upheaval that's going on, right? Los Angeles and other things. It's just like the world isn't a safe place. And there's going to be some big political economic event that's probably going to cause a dip. So there. Yeah, I don't believe in all of that conspiracy theory stuff, DJ. I can't get into that. I can't. I live my life, and I'm doing just fine. So I'm doing just fine. Donnie, how do I become a member of the channel? So if you want to become a member, not on your phone or not on an iPhone, but on a computer, you just go to my channel at KrissPax, youtube.com/@KrissPax. You go to my channel, and then right underneath my logo there's a thing called Our Members. And then over to the right, there's a button called Join. You click on that. Click on that Join button right there, and that is how you join. You get your name in green in the chat. You get a check mark next to your name. The longer you're a member, the color of your check mark changes. And you get to use these great custom emojis as well. I've got a bunch of them, particularly all these very cool Dogecoin ones, and so much more. So have fun, eat some popcorn, and become a member. And become a member. Having some fun while watching the crypto prices as well. 1 a.m., you sold Megal pre-market. Awesome. It's nice to have some free money, isn't it? Good afternoon, CDC. How are you? Welcome. Your average is 19.3. That's right where the price is right now. Why would you sell? The price is what it is, right? You're right there. It's like you just bought it. So you wait. You be patient. Dogecoin may pull back. Dogecoin may go on runs. You just have to be ready. And you can't be ready if you sell. You won't be ready. Aesthetic thinks the CPI data is going to be very important. I don't. I think it's going to be a nothing burger. It's just going to tell us inflation hasn't gone down, but it hasn't gone up. It might be like 0.1% difference or something, is what I think. Oh, I already said what the big secret was, DB. You missed it. More swing play coming? Yeah, I'll probably save a little bit and buy back in Megal once the dust finally settles, because it's free money, just not at $2. I'm not buying Megal at $2. Even though I sold over $3, I'm not buying at $2. I'm waiting it back, get back into the low ones again. And then we'll see what happens. Because I have faith in Megal doing its thing. It will drop back down. It will drop back down. Let's see where Megal is right now. After market, it's down to $1.83 now. After market. I think there's going to be more profit selling, and most likely it is going to go down further. I'll keep an eye on that for you guys if you're interested. Yeah, Blake, love that. Popcorn, yeah. Fistful of money. I don't know. I just see these things and they're just kind of funny how they happen. And people were like, Megal? What's Megal? I'm just like, I've been talking about it for 6 months off and on, 8 months. All right, DJ, we get it. This isn't the place to be talking about this stuff. Christoph, your current average is 13 cents. 13-cent Doge. Blake, always bullish on the rate cut. You'll be right one day. Maybe September. Right? You might have to wait till September. Because I don't think June or July is going to have any rate cuts. You sold at 30 cents, got back in at 13. I also sold at 31, 32 cents and have been buying at 13. I've been buying at 15, been buying at 17. And now we're at 19. Hey, Weather Girl. So new, invested 1,500 pounds in Megal, sold it this morning, ended up making a clean 1,200 pound profit. Oh, you sold it after you saw my tweet. You weren't checking the price yourself, but it was because of me. Awesome. Your first time around in Megal, 520 pounds. This time, 1,200 pound profit. It'll happen again. I'll tell you when it's getting close to my buy point, but it's not now. Not at $1.80. Nope. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Down, down, down. I don't know. We'll see, Christian. We'll see what the price is to buy back in. This time I had over 4,000 shares. I had about 4,100, 4,200, something like that. Average price was about $1.25. Average sale price was $3.16. So that was a pretty good return. And now it's just sitting there. Part of it is on Webull, part of it is on Robinhood. And now I've got the buying power, waiting for the next big dip. Harry's waiting for the $18. Come on, Ali. That Ali chart, is that ever going to come true? $18 Dogecoin? Come on, Ali. You can do it. Dadia, I think if you're in under 30 cents, you're still going to make money. Yeah, 20 years ago, I just wasn't into all this stuff, DJ. But price target, yours is $1.30. Well, so there's this news about this share dilution, and they're giving out shares for like 54 cents. And I'm just like, 54-cent Megal? I don't know how that works, though. Christian made good, 5K in Megal. More buying power for Doge. It's just one of those things. $0.40 Doge. There's going to be a lot of selling. Doge gets up over 40 cents. I mean, it's going to be hard for Doge to get up to 75 cents or even $1, because nobody's going to believe it's actually happening, and people are going to be like, oh, I remember what happened last time. I'm just going to sell and take my profits this time. There's going to be a lot of that. It needs extra hype to get to $1. Extra hype. Where could this Doge dip go? Well, looking at the heat maps, if the heat map is any kind of indication, right? 18 cents. The low 18s right here. And there's a lot of leverage to be taken out in the low 18s. So now we're at like what, 19.3, 19.4. So the low 18s. That's what I'm looking at to buy more. Low 18s. Because that leverage down there, that's pretty big. And that, again, that coincides with the Bitcoin liquidation chart, which has a lot of long leverage trades right down here to about 104.5. So that would be a similar kind of move down to 104.5 on Bitcoin to take out that leverage. It needs a trigger, though. There needs to be some kind of negative news event that will trigger the market makers to pound on that Bitcoin, drive the price down, take out that leverage, which includes our friend James Wynn, right? Who's losing, not winning. Drive the price, because it just happens again and again and again. This isn't an up-only game. It's going to dip again. So just be ready for it. Again, making big money in crypto, it's the long game, being patient, looking for the opportunities. Money machine go burr. You like the secret? Fits me, especially since I'm more of an investor than a trader. I know those that are trying to beat the market with these little trades. Well, they're big trades, but mostly chasing the ones that chase the meme tokens, right? You can make money on the. I mean, you can make money on the fart coin and the Pepe and stuff now, but buying back in when it was like 0.000000001, right? Those are the ones where you're just. That's the needle in the haystack. And you're more likely going to lose trying to chase what the next big Pepe or fart coin is going to be, because you don't know. So that's why I Doge. Because I know Doge is going to go on another run at some point in time. We just don't know when. The money machine, yep. Printing money. M2 money supply is going up. That's why I think this summer is different than other summers. And we're not going to see this dead, long, slow, trog summer, but there will be dips. Christian, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Oz thinks it'll probably clear all the way to 17.5. Yeah. I think in the low 18s. Again, this is just me. Will Doge get down to 17.9? Maybe. But by the time we see what that leverage looks like, and if it's taking all this out, 18.1, I'll probably be buying, because I don't know if it's going to go down to 17.5. Hey, KB, how are you? DJ's in the long game? Me too, right now. And a lot with the capital gains tax. Yep. If you're in the United States and you sell for a profit, you're going to have to pay capital gains tax on that profit. Now, Congress could change that law and make crypto more friendly by reducing or eliminating capital gains tax on profits. I'm not betting on that happening. Cynthia Loomis seems to be about helping that situation. I don't know how that's all going to play out. They're spending a lot of time dealing with stable coins right now, of which there's no tax, there's no capital gains because it's a stable coin, 1-to-1. Bonds. That's where it's at, right, Harry? Harry Bonds. Still waiting for 34 cents. Shay? Patience? How high will Pepe go? I think Pepe will double up to like 25. 0.000025. The Pepe. Right now it's about what, 12 and a half? Pepe. 12.7 now. Yeah, we zoom out and we look at the weekly on Pepe. It was up here. 25. I think it'll get back up here. So that's doubling from here. Is it going to get higher than that? I mean, when memes start flying again, which I think will probably be this fall, but if memes start flying again, that is where I think Pepe will go. Double your money. Of course, with Doge under 20 cents, Doge just gets to 40 cents. You're doubling your money on Doge. So I don't think it really makes a big difference. Doge, Pepe, Bonk, Whiff. I mean, they may all double from here. Again, it's not one versus the other. It's like, let's all get rich, right? Let's have them all go up. I'm not saying one is better than the other or anything. It's just like you trade it how you think you want to use your resources. But there's not one better than the other. I bet on Doge because Doge is the one that actually has this utility being made for it. Do you guys enter for the free bourbon or the free Doge, I mean, in the bourbon contest? Did you guys do that? Did you see my post on that? Talked about it this morning in my video. They're going to give away one whole Bitcoin worth of Doge, which is over 500,000 Doge. Free to sign up. You got to give them your name, though. Not this pseudonym thing. Got to be a real name and an email address. You got to give them that to have a chance to win 500,000 Dogecoin. And House of Doge bourbon. Why not, right? I'd like to try some House of Doge bourbon. Why not? That'd be a fun thing to have. This is what these things say. This is like people were buying Dallas Mavericks jerseys back in 2021 when Mark Cuban was like, I'll accept Dogecoin at my store. And people didn't care about the Dallas Mavericks, but they were buying jerseys because you could spend your Dogecoin. It's like great marketing. So why not bourbon? So far we've done the Indy 500, right? And we had the Doge soda, and now we've got House of Doge bourbon. What's next? We don't know. They're just going to keep doing partnerships. The distillery is, if you click on this, it's Heritage Distillery. It's the Heritage Distilling Company, the most awarded craft distillery in North America. Dogecoin. Doge giveaway. Doge. So, Heritage Distillery. There's a ton to make on leverage trades. If you're willing to risk it, I'm not. Again, I just tell you what I do and I talk about what the risks are. We've heard a lot from people who've lost everything because of leverage trades. So be very careful. It's very risky. Me, I'm buying on dips and I'm holding. I'm having a little fun swing trading every now and then with a piece of my crypto portfolio and part of my stock portfolio. That keeps me from making big mistakes like doing leverage trading. So I'm not going to do it. We saw that guy, James Wynn, just get liquidated again and again and again. Now, of course, he was doing multi-million-dollar 40x leverage trades on Bitcoin. Alt season coming? You think so, RR? Incoming? Alt season? Could be. There were actually two secrets there, Nick. There were two secrets. One was kind of a mentality frame of mind on how to succeed in wealth building. Don't try and take your little 5 and 10% skimming profits. That's not how you're going to make it. And what is it with Dogecoin and Elon? So that was about half an hour ago. I went over all that. If there will be dips, can I please get some guac? Forks, I need a bottle of House of Doge. Need one of those bottles. My Pepe outlook. A lot of people asking about Pepe. I think Pepe will be fine. I think it'll double. Doge will double. We'll have 40-cent Doge. We'll have 0.000025 Pepe. All you Megal buyers got guidance from Kriss, not financial advice. Thanks, Christian. But, yep, it's all good. There's an account pretending to be me. Could be. I didn't see what that was, but there's some of that out there. Just be careful. I'm not on WhatsApp. I have no WhatsApp. I'm not on Telegram. I have no Telegram. I'm not on Instagram. I have no Instagram. So if anybody's on there pretending to be me, it ain't me. How did I know Megal would fly? I didn't know when. I knew it would. Because that's what Megal does. And then it comes crashing all the way back down. Because that's what it does. It's a swing trade. And it's just, I thought it would take longer. I was ready for another few weeks before it went crazy. It just happened to be this morning. Yeah, Donnie. Yeah, Apple products, the YouTube app does not have the membership thing on it. And that's because of Apple's stupid 30% fee on any money transactions. How do you enter in that? You just go to my profile. You click on the link there, and there's enter the free giveaway. You click on that, you'll go to the Heritage Distilling site, and you will get to the House of Doge Bourbon Dogecoin giveaway. You've got to put in your name and your email address. Okay? Name and email address. And the only other thing by having your email there is that they're going to let you know when the House of Doge Bourbon is ready. So 40 cents by November or something. Yes, DJ. Exactly. Got to sign up, DB. 500,000 Dogecoin. if I win, and I told Christoph this, right? If I win, I will share with all of you guys some of that Doge. I will do that. ETH on the daily looks bullish. Yeah, ETH is looking good. I agree. ETH is a bullish looking chart. Look at that. Breaking out of this sideways channel. Let's go ETH. I want alt season. I want alt season. Let's go. Pepe, ETH, Bitcoin, Doge. Can't go wrong by having those four. And ETH is number 5. I'm sorry, ETH is the 4th. The 5th is whatever you want it to be. Pepe, ETH, Bitcoin, Doge. And I just do this little trading with some stocks. Doug entered. Good luck. We're all winners. Right. Epic Games had a lawsuit against Apple. And now Apple may be forced, for those companies that want to challenge them on it, of that 30% fee no longer being applicable. I don't know, Tim, how all that's going to work out with Apple, but Apple stock hasn't been doing well since that happened because they make a lot of money off that 30%. Insider gifting. I'm in on it. Me too. Not a rumor. Danny, happy Tuesday afternoon to you. Taco Tuesday for you. Awesome. Tacos. I don't know what we're having tonight. Going out. I don't know. We eat a lot of Asian, so it's probably going to be an Asian thing. Did Elon damage the Dogecoin brand? Nope, I don't think so. I think there was, for the past 5 months, there's been a little misunderstanding between Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, and Dogecoin. But I think that is behind us now. And now it's time for Dogecoin to shine. That's what I think. Doge struggling? Yeah, it is. A little bit. Yeah, when the market went down here, end of May, Doge definitely went down. Bigger than a lot. But when it goes up and it's green, that's when Doge flies. We're waiting on that. Hey, Donnie, you were able to join. Welcome. New member. Everybody welcome Donnie to the family. Awesome. Do you have to be a U.S. citizen to enter? I click on the country and it lists all these countries. Let's, what country you want to be in? Pick a country. Let's be Jamaica. It doesn't say you have to be in the United States. You can pick a country from the pull down list. I put Jamaica. Doesn't say you can't. Hey, Compo. Thank you. Appreciate it. On the Megal call. That was awesome. Donnie's official now. Welcome. And yes, all new members need to buy frozen shrimps for the Pax Cat. Oh, Donnie, we didn't tell you about that. Frozen shrimps for the cat. Oh, come on. The cat is fine. The cat doesn't need a praying session. The cat is fine. Is Canada there? Sure. For you Canadians? No. Wait, there's no Canada? No, it's at the top. Fake me out. There's Canada. So yeah, there is a Canada there. Yep. It's at the top. You have to be 21 to enter. It is alcohol we're talking about here. Jonathan, how do you become a member? On a computer or an Android phone, not an iPhone or iPad, you go to my YouTube front page, which is youtube.com/@KrissPax. And then right below my picture is this thing called Our Members, right here. You go over to the right and you click Join. And that is how you join, right there. I have a deal with PaxCat to get members into the cult. Oh, that cat. I was that silent stalker, but the info Kriss gives is worth so much more. Thank you. You're welcome, Donnie. Welcome. Got a nice crew here. We got the early crew before the live streams start. So if you get here a few minutes early, I actually started a few minutes early because I'm trying to make up for yesterday that I missed. So sorry for those that were expecting a KrissPax live stream on Monday, particularly when we had that big, huge green candle. I saw it. I got my phone notification and I was like, damn, I should be live right now. But it's all good. It's all good. We're here now. In like Flynn. UK drinking is 18. Yeah, 21. 21 here. The Dogecoin dip this morning wasn't bad. It actually came down to 1889. 1889 on the dip. I kind of think we're going to revisit that. Kind of think so. But you know, overall, when it comes to the top 100 cryptos, I mean, Dogecoin still number 8, $29 billion market cap. And some say Doge is dead. No, Doge isn't dead. Absolutely not. Doge doing just fine. Doge is about to hit 150 billion circulating supply. 150 billion. The big movers today, Uniswap, SPX, Aave, Arbitrum and Optimism. We talked about those. Those are moving because of ETH. The whole ETH ecosystem is up. Hyperliquid up again. Floki went on a little run today. And on the downside, Quant, XRP. Oh, poor XRP. Poor XRP. Down here with Toncoin, Pax Gold. The Pax Gold, XRP. And all the stable coins. And there's XRP. Too bad. You started drinking at 14, Christoph? Oh, man. Aussie, good morning to you. Checking in, still on the road, traveling. Always have a plan. Exactly. Always have a plan. Yeah, Tesla kind of rode through all of that FUD, all that crap going on, all that Elon stuff. Tesla's going to be fine. I mean, what a great company. And again, another one of those things, buy on the dip. Buy on the dip. Alex Becker video thumbnail? No, didn't see it. Alex Becker. Sell it all now? Trump crash? Really? That seems like FUD. Big time. I don't like covers like that. It's just like, really? That's dumb. I'm like, no. Sell it all now. At what age did I get into crypto? Well, 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago. At age 18 with 70,000 Dogecoin, you are doing great. At age 18, I had nothing. Starting my freshman year in college, I had nothing. I had some spending money for some pizzas. My parents were helping me a little bit. I had college loans. I was starting. Nothing. Wasn't even thinking of investing anything at that time. You're way ahead of where I was at that age. What's the secret? You got to scroll back now. See, that's the problem. You show up late for the live stream. You were probably busy doing something important. I get it. But scroll back about 45 minutes or so. There's two secrets there, actually. There's the pre-secret, which is like a frame of mind on trading. And then there's the trading secret. Can't believe he's getting 200,000 views with thumbnails. 200,000, really? 200,000 views. He's got 1.5 million subs. So
right. It's a little weird. I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, that's why he gets so many views. 7 cryptos will 20x in June, and he gets 448,000 views. I mean, that's all you need, right? Some big channel, and then you can just do stupid covers like this and get a lot of people watching them. I don't know what you mean, Jonathan, about Megal. 400 a share. I don't know what you mean. Kathy Wood on Diary of a CEO podcast. I don't even watch the Kathy Wood interviews anymore because she's all talking about like $1 million Bitcoin and all. I just can't get into that. I don't think she has anything really intelligent to say that is useful today other than buy on the dips and hold. I mean, that's all you need, right? Hyperliquid is the trading platform that James Wynn was doing his huge leverage trading on. It's a DeFi trading platform. That's where it came from. Since I don't really do that DeFi trading stuff, It wasn't on my radar. And there it is. A lot of people made a lot of money on hype. Sonic, you joined. Welcome. New member? And welcome from Doug. Welcome, welcome. Those channels will get big when everyone and their mom pours into crypto. Well, some of them are already big from before. So, but yeah. It happens. I like having my little corner of YouTube here. I don't know what I would do with 1 million subs. I really don't. This would be too crazy. Then you got to start hiring people to help you do stuff. And do I really want to do that? Not really. I'm getting close to 20,000 subs. So that's nice. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I do appreciate that. Getting close to 20,000 subscribers. That's a nice target there. Nice milestone to achieve. The bald-headed crypto dude talks about Dogecoin always putting false information. There's a lot of that. I don't know how you live with yourself. Just rechurning that over and over and over again. I couldn't do that. I can't even get myself to make a big open mouth face, one of those crazy faces. I can't even do that. I just start laughing. If I even posed for that, I would just start laughing. I couldn't do it. It's just like, maybe one day I'll do one just as a joke, but you guys will all know that it's a joke, right? And it's not this crazy thing, because it's just like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Oh. Sonic in the house. Don't forget to tap the like button. Appreciate that. We got a little green going right now. Hey, 19.5 cents. Hey, remember where we were not too long ago, down in the 17s. 19.5 cents, guys. We're getting to 20. It's going to get there. It's going to get there. Best corner on YouTube. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. What you do is hire a staff at exclusively making Doge memes. The more memes, the better, right? No, if you've got this giant YouTube channel, then you gotta have all of this stuff. I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, one of those. That's the guy we don't talk about. He's doing all this shit conspiracy stuff on X now, making a lot of money. So good riddance. Yeah, we don't talk too much about that here, Christian, just because of the whole, Doge killer thing. Yeah, we don't like that. And then there was someone else who was like going on and on and on about Shiba, and I was just like, dude, just appreciate it, Isabel. Did someone just step on a chicken? Yeah, the unpaid moderators get paid in pretend power over the chat. Yeah, in the chat and the moderators, yes, I will add mods when the time comes and need some help there. No, it's all the other stuff that goes with it on the back end. And right now I do it all myself. I try and keep up with all the spam comments, the bots, the scams, like all of that on the back end. I do a pretty good job keeping up with that. but eventually it'll get to the point where it's like too crazy. There's some people on X now that are just really tired of posting on X, because immediately when you post, you just get like 10, 20 bot comments, right? All recommending like some scam crypto or trader advice thing, or just, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. So that's why I like it just like this. Exactly, Compo. That's just like right here. Jazz, do your research on SHIB, dude. It's an ERC20 Ethereum token that was made to be the Doge killer. And then they just make up a bunch of shit all the time about all these great things that they're going to build for SHIB. They built a Shiba swap thing to do what? To swap between SHIB and then the other tokens they made, like the bone and the leash and right? Just to make more money off of you. That's all that was, money grab. Then they create this Shibarium, right? And they're going to have all these developers like building all this stuff on Shibarium. Nobody's building on Shibarium. They were going to burn all of these SHIB tokens, right? The more Shibarium was used. Hardly any SHIB is actually being burned. You burn 1 million SHIB. 1 million SHIB is nothing. That's what, $6 for 1 million SHIB? That's nothing. You got to be burning billions of SHIB to make a difference. And they won't do that. And then they just start making stuff up, like SHIB's going to be used in Dubai. It's like, no, it's not. Nobody cares about SHIB in Dubai. It's just like dumb. So it's just on and on and on and on and on. Can you make money with SHIB? Yeah, you can probably make some money with SHIB. But is that really a project that you want to get behind? Anyway, that's my take on SHIB. Did I make money on SHIB? Yes, I bought a little SHIB and I made money on it. Because I wanted to just make some profit on the damn SHIB thing, because I missed it in 2021. Exactly, the BS Shibarium. It's a load of crap. And in fact, the more I heard about it, the more I got to understand that it was a platform that they actually stole the source code from something else to make it. It wasn't even made on their own from scratch. They stole somebody else's thing. Exactly. Shitbarium. Exactly. So I'm like, yeah, done with it. Done with it. Just can't get behind a project like that. Can't do it. Is Ethereum going to become a thing this cycle, or is it going to fade off? A lot of people thinking that ETH is just kind of overbloated. Vitalik's never going to get the Ethereum Foundation to like get ETH to be leaner, faster, meaner. It's just not. Maybe it just isn't possible. So new things come along like Sui, Solana, and they just take away from ETH. Where's the future going to be in that? I don't know. All this stuff, deal with smart contracts and like RWAs, real world assets, what blockchains are going to be used for posting that information, who's going to win out on the end. That's why right now it's so exciting, because we're still so early in all of this stuff. So early. But you don't know who the winners are going to be in the end. A lot of people think ETH will be, just because it was kind of like the big OG smart contract platform. But then it turns out back in 2021, they were making a ton of money just on ERC20 tokens, just like Solana is making money this cycle on pump.fun tokens. In the end, what's going to win out? Don't know. That's why I go back to Bitcoin and Doge. I really do. Just Bitcoin and Doge. Have a little fun with a couple other things. But my main holdings will be Bitcoin and Doge. Half your ex-followers are bots. My followers went down with the bot purge. I had a lot more followers, and then there was a bot purge, and the followers like shrunk down. It's still like 60,000 followers on X or something, but it was a big purge. But I've had that X channel a lot longer than I've had this YouTube channel. So, yep. But overall, right now, it's like, what's going to go on for the summer? Is Doge going to settle down here in the 19s now and chop kind of sideways? I still think there's going to be a dip again into the 18s. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, just on Monday, it was down here at 18.1. So if it comes back down there, I'm buying. Take out those shorts we were looking at on the heat map. I mean, the price was just there. All it's waiting is for one little bad news event to trigger the market makers to dump prices, take out the leverage longs. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. So I've now got buying power thanks to my Megal trades. So ready to pounce. You like it better when I say the shorts got wiped out? Yeah. I mean, that was the big move, right? Yesterday. Wiped out a lot of shorts, particularly on Bitcoin going up. Bitcoin hit 110K, took out a ton of shorts up there. We had this, sloping support line for Bitcoin for quite a while, and it just took off from that. Will it come back down here? Again, all it takes is one bad economic news event big enough to get the market makers to dump the price. But that was a pretty clean trade, that Bitcoin did, moving up. But that doesn't mean it just keeps going up. Hope all is well. Busy at work again lately. Bought some of the dips last week. Am I still a bear? I'm a bear. I'm a realistic bear. I was playing the role of bear last week. It was a reverse psychology thing. Didn't you catch that? That was a fun thing. Now it's just, it's the realism of the summer. There's going to be dips. We saw it last year, July, August, September, right at the beginning of each month, big dip. It's going to happen again. How likely do I think a correction? I don't think it's a correction. I think it's just going to be a dip. This was the correction up. This is where we should be, or even higher, but there's going to be dips. And I'm just going to be ready. More tariff stuff. Yeah. I think at this point, all the tariff stuff is priced in. I really do. We had that in April. That was that big dump in April. It's something we don't know yet. Something's going to come up in the next few weeks. Something will come up and there'll be a dip. Summertime has lower volume. It just kind of, we've just seen it way too many times. Doge and ETH for you forks. Could be early July, Abdurrahman. Could be early July. That's what we saw last year. Right around July 4th, big dip. August 5th, big dip. Early September, another big dip. How low? Well, just based on the heat maps, 18-cent Doge and Bitcoin to 1058. Was that the number we looked at? Oh, just below 1058. 104. 1045. I mean, I'm not talking like that guy did in that article I showed earlier, down to 90 or 88,000 Bitcoin. No, just down to like 104, 1045. That would be the Bitcoin dip. And Doges would be low 18s, just where we were on Monday. I'm just to be ready. Maybe part of me is wanting it to dip because I now have buying power that I wasn't expecting. I didn't think that Megal trade would close. So is Elon a Republican or Democrat now? I think he's independent. Still in the middle, but leaning right still. I don't think that's going to change. A mental breakdown. Got to relax, dude. Relax. And go check out the Degen Gambler, known as Zero. The Degen Gambler. I like his posts. It just resets your mind. He's got really good posts. Mm-mm. 90% of your problems will go away if your bags start pumping. How about you like that one, 40 cal? 90% of your problems will go away if your bags start pumping. It just makes everything seem nicer, doesn't it? Anyway. Yeah, he does a little bit too much with different tokens and stuff, but this is the part where doubt creeps in. Charts go quiet, conviction gets tested, patience looks foolish now until it doesn't. The ones who endure this stretch, they don't just catch the move, they become the move. Stay sharp, stay heavy, stay here. I like that stuff. I love reading that stuff. That just keeps you focused on the bigger picture, right? This up and down stuff is noise. Yes, you can take advantage of it, be a good trader. But the bigger picture is patience. Patience, patience. Let there be a huge pump to cure my depression. When everything's in the green, you feel better. Over love, not crypto. Yeah. Follow this guy. He's good. He's called Degen Gambler. And his X account is called Zero, but it's Degen Gambler is his @ I like him. He has about one of these just about every day. If it feels dead, you're early. If it feels euphoric, you're the exit liquidity, right? It's like statements like that are just like so good. So good. I know, 40 cal, it's all right. We all go through stuff. I get it. Stay heavy. Christoph. No. Stay heavy means keep your bags. Keep your bags full. Don't sell out, especially on the red candles. Don't give up. "90% of your problems will start once you get the bag." Oh, no. It solves your problems. If you do it right, you be smart about it. It solves your problems. You want the bag. It solves your problems. Again, just got to be smart about it. You did put a little emoji in there. I should have seen it. Ha ha ha. I just read through these comments so fast. I don't always get when people are just making fun. Oh. Megal's going back up after market. Back over $2. These people are trading this thing. Megal. Crazy. Ravencoin. It's gone up and down. Had a big 2021, I remember, right? Yep, 2021. There it was. I remember the big pump. It was down at a penny, about where it is now. Went all the way up to 28 cents. Look at that. That was so huge. That was crazy. Almost 2,000%. And that was right when, Doge was going crazy. So you had all these other things going crazy. I remember. It just hasn't really, it hasn't done anything crazy like that. That's for sure. But if you zoom out of that, early 2024, when Doge and Shiba were going crazy, it went up to 5 cents, pulled back to $0.015. Last November, back up to 3 cents, pulled back. Now, it's making some moves. But the trend is still kind of down. It's still kind of an overall downward trend. And each successive pump just gets a little bit less, a little bit less, a little bit less. This current one, not bad. So this was last Thursday. It went on this crazy thing. Volume ticked up. And then again here on Monday, yesterday. Oh, good luck. Good luck with it, Star. I'm not buying it, but way too many cryptos. XMR? I don't know. Monero already kind of went on a little bit of a run end of last year, earlier this year, but I don't want the longs or shorts. Yeah, ever since that April 7th. Went on a nice run, over 100%. Doubled from 200 to 400. Now at 338. I'm not trading or buying Monero, but Yeah, and what happened with Near? I don't know. There's some other people on YouTube that are more into Near and what's going on with that. Yeah, it's been pretty weak. We were charting something up here around $6. It could have been in January. We might have been looking at this. I don't remember. That's all right. If something happens with the Raven thing again, it'll be interesting to look at it again. But right now, just the overall view of it, it doesn't look great. Is it possible we won't dip much and just keep climbing this coming week? That's possible. I don't count on that, though. I think there's going to be enough FUD going on still and uncertainty about tariffs, China, CPI report tomorrow. I don't think that's going to be very bad. Talk will start going on again about interest rate cuts, which aren't going to happen in June. Most likely not going to happen. But it's the unknown thing, something else, right? That's just going to cause a big dip. I don't know if it's going to be this week or next week, but I think everybody here has Doge. Does everybody here have Dogecoin? Is there somebody here in the chat who doesn't hold any Doge? Fess up. Come on. Fess up. Who here in the chat does not own any Dogecoin? Raise your hand. Is there anybody here? I know all of that do have it. Is there anybody who doesn't? Ozcodan is waiting for money. Okay, I get that. Waiting for money. We have to wait on Megal. We have to see where it settles to before I look at a price to buy back in. You want to take profits now? 40K, you take profits on the big green candles, not when it's just going sideways. I don't know if it's going to dip or not. I'm guessing. My guess is as good as anybody else's. I've just seen these patterns before play out. We looked at the heat map. We saw all of this liquidity down here. Chances are price is going to go down and grab some of that. Doesn't mean it has to. $0.15 is in play. I don't know, 15. That's a big dip. 18, upper 17s, Omar. Not 15, dude. Unless there's something huge that happens, but I'm a bad liar. I am. I'm a bad liar. 92% Doge. But you want Doge. You got the right attitude. Just need the money. Then you buy on the dip. Maybe Ozcodan. Maybe. Again, we looked at the heat maps. We see this liquidity down here. We've seen summer trading in the past where there are big dips. I would expect it to happen. Don't have enough Dogecoin. That's true for all of us, DB. Yes, even Anthony has 66 Dogecoin. I hope, I don't know, maybe he sold it by now. Maybe he sold it yesterday on the big run and it was just like, yep, I'm out. He's not coming back here. So you want to be safe and have some buying power if it's going to dip much. I know, but nothing's for certain. If it just goes higher and you sold, that's always the risk. So as long as you know that, I seen someone say Doge will be 40 cents by November. I say around 60 cents, new all-time high. Could be any of that, Frankie. We don't know what's going to happen. Is Elon going to do something with Doge? What other partnerships and what other big things are going to come through House of Doge? The ETFs? You're the man, Max. You're the man. AMC stock. See, everybody's got a little stock something, right, that they have for fun. AMC. Yeah. I lost a lot on AMC, and then I won a little back on my final trade, and I said, I'm done with AMC. Absolutely done with it. I'm not touching it again. The liquidity in this context means there is open leverage trades down here, long leverage trades. That's what liquidity means here. That's all I mean by that. You're selling your grandma's future for Doge. Hang on, Grandma. Hang on. The heat map can change. You're right. But it could follow. Nino's here. Welcome, Nino. Isabella, you don't? You think Elon's going to do nothing with Doge? I don't know. I mean, that was the big secret, right? The big secret trade is preparing for Elon to do something. Preparing for Elon to do something. It's the old crypto playbook for Elon. That's the potential. And it could just be tweeting about Doge again. $0.40 is your min sell point. You sold at 42. That's when I took my first profit. 42 cents. Last November. Are there devs working on Doge? Yes. There have been upgrades. The foundation is continuing to build. Yes. That is all happening. You have to follow them on X. They've been keeping up with the lib Dogecoin, what's going on with the partnership with House of Doge. Oh, they always talk about AMC short squeezes, 40 cal. It's not going to happen. There's not going to be any big giant AMC stock short squeeze. More likely than not, they're going to dilute the stock even more, have another offering of some type to try and pull in more money. That's why I gave up on AMC, because the hype just got to be too much on short squeezes on AMC, and it's just not going to happen. But good luck. Chainlink. Chainlink is one of those that's going to be around. Hey, PaxCat in the house. Hey, buddy. What you doing? PaxCat waving with his tail. Hey, buddy. They just want to see you. Say hi. Hi, everybody. PaxCat in the house. Make you nice and big. so they can see you. Here we go. Pax cat. Rawr. What? You look annoyed now. Are you annoyed? What you doing, Dad? You silly cat. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Chainlink, $15. Yeah. Chainlink isn't going to be one you're going to make a ton of money on, but if you're talking about utility coins, Link is good as anything. Probably do all right. Doge is going to do both. It's going to go up and down in the next couple of months, Nino. Hey, I would prefer not to pay taxes too. And I hope Trump, Congress, they all get together and they decide no capital gains taxes on crypto. And I'll be happy because I've got a huge tax bill this year. Elon doesn't need Doge to make a name for himself, Jonathan. Don't get into that whole grifter thing. No. He built Tesla and SpaceX. Come on. He's doing okay. Hello, Nye. Welcome. You're living in Italy? Awesome. Max, see you. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah. Okay. $100 on AMC. Not big money. Got it. Have fun. Good luck. That $100 is going to be $100. Mid $3, that's where AMC is going to stay. Might go up to the upper threes, might dip down into the upper twos. That's all I see. See you, Donnie. Ryan gave you your membership, Max? Italy is great. I know, I love Italy. But just to visit, not to live. Pax Cat. You'll have to ask the Pax Cat the King account. He doesn't tell me. Pax Cat, with that look, wanted to remind all of the new members for Peace by 9. Has he ever scratched me? Nope. He play bites. He just like kind of, he doesn't really bite. But sometimes when I'm messing with him, he'll like give me a play bite on my arm. What about Jasmine? Venus asks. Jasmine, I mean, I'm hoping it dips down to like 1 cent again. It's now at 1.5. I don't know if we're going to get that big dip again. The Japanese are like making a big play into crypto all of a sudden. They're just not doing well as a country financially. It's like that MetaPlanet company that's from Japan, just huge thing into Bitcoin. And Jasmine is called the Japanese Bitcoin, although the Japanese government still doesn't seem to support it. But if they ever did, living in Italy helped you recover, DJ? Nice. Gets rid of the stress, right? That's a lot of it. Yeah, the November, December pumps. You know, a lot of people in that situation, Jonathan. We all thought, it's 2024. We're still going to have the whole 2025 bull run. And so not selling yet. I get it. Be patient. Let's see. this fall. You've officially won the 500,000 Doge. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Yeah, I haven't had anything to drink since Vegas. So Vegas was a lot of drinking. There was a lot of drinking in Vegas. So I was like, for the summer, I think I'm going to cool it. Just going to exercise, be outside in the sun, although today was a cloudy, rainy day. Enjoy the summer. And so I'm not drinking any alcohol right now. Pax got the nibbler. He is. Trump Doge news feud with Elon. Yeah, that was last week. This week it all seems to kind of settled a bit. So yeah, that was the volatility last week. He is a lucky cat, and he has no idea how lucky he is. People are getting kicked off the live when commercials. That shouldn't happen. Shouldn't get kicked off. Right, and the American food isn't great either. Christoph's right. Although Bobby Kennedy's working on it, making our food better. Yep. Jasmine is the data storage locker. It's the token for their storage lockers that the Jasmine company is making, that digital data storage. Yep. It is a great idea. I agree. But over time, we don't know how all that's going to play out yet, but I think it's a great project. But I sold all my Jasmine for profit to buy the house. Maybe I buy back in. Alcohol, not good for me. I know, but God, every once in a while, it tastes good. I'm not an alcoholic by any means. I would only have like one beer or one glass of wine occasionally. Nice. Sees a cup and handle up to $19.99. I thought we'd hit 20 cents by now. A break is a good thing. Agreed. Fisher, you got caught up? Were you doing like a 2x? Did I sound like a mouse? And now this all must be really slow. Ups and downs, Abdulrahman. Ups and downs. But I think dips in July and August, they'll happen. Thank you, DJ. It's a nice house. We like it. Jonathan, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. We'll get to the moon eventually. Forks as well. Thank you for the super chat. Maybe one day I can super chat with Doge. I don't think Google's going to do that. I don't know if Google's ever going to get into crypto or not, because they own YouTube. I think there's a way you can do it now if you attach your PayPal account, and when you're paying with PayPal, you could choose to use a cryptocurrency, but that's not really crypto. It really isn't. I mean, you don't actually own the crypto on PayPal. So, but thanks for the super chat. You better hurry up, Mother Goose. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I got to go. We're going to dinner tonight. Something like that, Fisher. I got to see what's going on with the news. There's this news about this dilution of offering more Megal stock at a price of like 54 cents or something. I don't know what that is. But right now, it's going to be probably under $1.30 again would be my target. We go out on Tuesdays, Forks. So there's a Asian place we go to a lot. We're probably going to do that, Asian stir fry stuff. Will Robinhood ever change it so you actually own the crypto? They say you own it, but we hold it for you. No, Robinhood is not going to give you your own wallet. No, they're not. They have no reason to change. They're making so much money as it is. So. Might do some token swings like Popcat. Yeah, it just as long as you know on Robinhood that that you're not getting the best price when you do your trade, so you just have to factor that in when you're doing swing trades. I've been on the BBS's internet. Wow, way back when. Yeah, I was on those too. Way back when. But I was trying to figure out how to do stuff. AutoCAD, CAD drafting, things like that. Roman Anthony. Man. He did not have a good first game. Huge error in the outfield. Just probably a little overhyped for his first game. The long run, he'll probably be great. But he's a rookie. First game. There was pressure. He didn't seem to show it, but man, that error in right field. I mean, it blew the game. In my opinion. That was not good. That Chinese food is good. Good, good, good. SESAI. What is it, CDC? Never heard of it. SES. Is it a stock? SESAI Corporation. It's a stock. Selling for just under $1. Never heard of it. It went on a big run back in December from 43 cents up to 240. Dipped back down to 40 cents. Now trading at about $1. Interesting. Interesting. What is this company going to do? And why is it only $1 a share? Why is it only $1 a share? Why did it used to be $10 a share? Was there a split in here somewhere? I don't see one. Not a great looking chart. Everything on the earnings is all negative, 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 negative. Until this last one here. Finally in the green. Surprise. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I don't know. Maybe this is a sleeper. SES. Maybe this is a sleeper. Keep an eye on it. Good luck, CDC. Us old farts can adapt. We can. It's possible. Boomers can adapt. Some boomers. Some are too stuck in their ways. I'm not one of those. How's it going, Kilmar? It's going good. For sure. I set limit orders. Sometimes they just don't get filled. I know. That's Robinhood. That's how Robinhood works. Yeah. But people just blame that. I mean, you pay the fee on Coinbase, or you deal with the wide spread between the bid and the ask on Robinhood, and it ends up being about the same difference. Just if you're targeting a certain dollar price point to buy on a dip, and you see that actual price hit on Robinhood, and your order doesn't fill, you still get upset. Still get upset because it's got to drop lower. That's the way it works. Does 3,000 ETH trigger alt season? No, it doesn't. Like I said, the trigger for alt season is really on the backs of Dogecoin. No, cap. No, you can't go back. No. I still think it's Dogecoin that triggers alt season. That's where the big money is going to come in from retail, not into ETH. ETH helps just because it has a big market cap, but that doesn't trigger alt season. It helps alt season. So, yep, the limit orders. Watch the price action like a hawk. And you're sitting there with Robinhood and you're like, oh man, $18.99. It hit $18.99. My buy order didn't hit $18.99. Goes down to $18.98. Goes down to $18.97. $18.95. Still hasn't hit yet. You're like, damn, how low does this have to go for my $18.99 to hit? Well, it has to go to $18.89 for your $18.99 to hit. That's just how Robinhood works. Yeah, and as DJ points out, of course, ETH was already over 3,000 this cycle. We did have that. December, it hit 4,000. Look at that. And then look, dump. It dumped hard. So, yeah. But the encouraging news is the ETH Bitcoin trading pair, which is beginning to look like it's breaking out here. So that early May dump here, that last little bit before ETH took off, it's promising. I'll put it that way. It's promising. ETH versus Bitcoin. Doge versus Bitcoin, still under 20. Not great. So we're waiting for that run to happen. Doge versus Bitcoin. And that will come. Anthony, sir, good morning to you. How's that Dogecoin doing? Robinhood was supposed to take from the rich and give to the poor. Not the Robinhood company. That's right. When I say break out, you say sell. When I say I'm a bear, that's when you buy. Exactly. You do the reverse CrissPax. You got it. Reverse CrissPax. Why do we still pay attention to Ollie's account and charts? I know. I didn't show any today. I didn't show anything about Ali today. Every once in a while, he does something that's somewhat realistic. But I cover all things Doge, and if he's talking about Doge, I do tend to show it. All right, I gotta go get ready for dinner, guys. Hey, here we are. Right where we started. 19.5 for Doge. That's what we got. So join me again tomorrow. We'll be on again. See if there's any other secrets. We're gonna have a huge breakout, or we're gonna have a huge dump. We'll see how it goes. I hope everyone has a great evening or a great morning wherever you are in the world. Until then, I'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.